This is Kathy Biehl of EmpowermentUnlimited.net with Astro-Insight for the week of March 31st, 2025. Last week's really big astrological activity is still hanging in the air and, in fact, is going to be playing out for quite some time. This week has its own moments of twists and turns, but a lot of what we will be dealing with stems from developments from last week. We are in the first moments of a new spiritual navigational system, with Neptune just barely at the beginning of the sign of Aries for the first time in 150 years. We still have two retrograde planets, Venus and Mercury, both now at the end of Pisces, hanging out with the North Node, lingering near each other, and Saturn connecting us to the sorrow of other people, connecting us to incredible imagination and creativity and dreams and otherworldly experience and poetry. Hang out in the tub as much as you can. Keep a dream journal by your bed, even if you don't normally remember your dreams. They are in wild territory now, and see if you don't rediscover parts of yourself that have been floating around somewhere. Do keep in mind that because of the double retrograde, because of its being in confounding, confusing, boundary blurring, illusionist Pisces, the usual Mercury retrograde snafus are likely to be far greater than normal. So proceed with care, double check details, ask people what they mean by the words that they're using, and don't assume that you're operating from the same dictionaries. And of course, we've got the solar eclipse shooting us all forward. This is going to continue to play out into September, but we're all on very bold, new, brave, fierce journeys now. This week, there are only a few major aspects, and 3 of them occur in a cluster. On the 4th, we have a couple of opportunities pretty much simultaneously to break free, to awaken, to do something wildly differently, to pull out of a stuck place, to claim some dominion or authority over ourselves or a situation, and to take very bold, different breakthrough action. Saturn and Mars both are in a sextile to Uranus, the quick change agent, the awakener, the radical proponent of alternate viewpoints. And as Saturn and Mars independently make this contact to Uranus, they then move into a cooperative link themselves. Mars trines Saturn, Mars in Cancer, trining Saturn in Pisces. There could be a sense of containment. There could be a feeling of moving ahead on something in a very controlled, stabilizing way. There could very likely be evidence of moving ahead on how you're dealing with something, how you're addressing something from late October last year. Mars is traveling through the terrain that he was in late October, and now we have the opportunity to do something, to take the information, the investigation of his time in Cancer, largely in January in this part of the sky, and move ahead. And then possibilities beckon. You may feel uncharacteristically optimistic about your life and what could happen. On the 6th, the Sun sextiles Jupiter. This is an opportunity aspect. It is not something that falls in your lap. It's something you must grasp, take hold of, work with, embrace, do something with. This could fuel your motivation, could fuel your drive, could fuel your energy. And very likely it's going to encourage you to get up and do things. This is not lolling about on the couch or keeping your head stuck in front of a device. This is getting up, going, doing things. Physical activity would be a really good way to express this. Just keep in mind, we still have those 2 inner planets retrograde in late Pisces and run too fast without really looking, and who knows what you'll trip on. Although you might trip on something that ends up taking you to a magical place that you didn't realize you needed to go to. Homing thought of the week: I am open to possibility. Song of the week, it's really old, Sailing by Christopher Cross. And the image of the week is a ship's captain navigating by the stars. You'll learn more about this in my forecast for the month of April, which is up at my site, empowermentunlimited.net, where you can sign up for my mailing list and book a session with me. I'm Kathy Biehl, aka the Professional Aquarian, a professional astrologer for more than 35 years. I have lots of bonus content at patreon.com/Kathy Biehl, including quickie daily forecasts under 60 seconds. And I'm really grateful to the people who support my work there. I host the show Celestial Compass on Om Times Radio and TV on the first and third Monday of every month at 5 p.m. Eastern. I also host conversation on Facebook on the page Empowerment Unlimited and in the group the Astro-Insight Lounge. I post on Blue Sky, Instagram, and Threads at K.A. Biehl, and on YouTube at the Professional Aquarian channel. Talk to you next week.